Hello, Crafty Journaler. Welcome to the Crafty Journaler. My name is Sarah, and this is the Crafty Journaler. And this is my channel where I do a lot of fun crafts for junk journals. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, turn on your notification bell, and let a friend know that we're here. That way we could grow this channel together. In today's video, I am going to try to kind of just work along the journal that I am working on right now. And this is going to be a 90s themed journal. So a lot of like 90s nostalgia is going to be added into it by either colors or doodles or um, ephemera that I make along the way, and page layouts and stuff like that. So I do try to leave a lot of room in my journals for actual journaling for whoever ends up buying the journal or whatever it may be. And that way they have room to actually do journaling in it, whether it's storyboarding or even embellishing them further and so on and so forth. So today I thought it would be kind of fun to just kind of see how many layouts we could do in maybe about 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how we're doing. And I have been working on this for a few days now, so there is a little bit already done in here. I will do a full layout or a full flip through once I'm done. And these journals are actually going to be two different journals, and they're both going to be 90s themed. So there's going to be a lot of like what I feel was 90s for me, which was pops of color, camcorders, Game Boys, and so on and so forth. So there's like a lot of that in it. And right now I am going to start decorating this page right here. And don't really have anything in plan. Like when I work through my journals, I don't really have anything like set in stone. I just kind of see what I like. I put stuff down. If I like it, I then glue it down, or so on and so forth. It's not necessarily like I already have a plan in motion for them, but I am going to be working through this probably. I'm not going to be talking very much or anything like that, just because that's how I work. I usually am here and then I just kind of start doing stuff and see where I end up in. And so let's see how we do today. Let's just kind of work on some page layouts together. So it is right now where I'm at. It's 3:53 p.m. So let's see how well we do from here to about 4:20, and then we'll go from there. So let's get started. I think I'm actually going to sew this down right here, and I'll be right back. Future Sarah here, just to quickly pop in and say I actually started talking a little bit more after this part. Just it felt really awkward to just sit there in silence and leave you guys quiet in silence for too long. So I did start talking a little bit more right at this point on. I just wanted to pop in and let you guys know that. It's just a simple layout with a lot of room to write in. It's just a little cluster there. So over here, let me just make sure that I am actually in frame and maybe a little bit closer. There we go. So right here, we can maybe add some of the ephemera that I've already worked on. For example, I made this already. This would be really cool. And we could actually make this into a pocket of some sort where we could then tuck in something in the back of it. So let's go ahead and glue down right here and right here, and then we'll find something to tuck in the back. So and I just did this specific little focal point here or embellishment by decoupaging parts of a napkin to a book page, and then I added this frame that I did a die cut with my Cricut machine, Cricut, I think, machine, and then I added this fun girl right here, and honestly, she's giving very 90s to me, so I thought it was perfect for the 90s theme book here. And then in the back, we could just add something fun. We could either do some color dyed paper or even handmade paper. We could also do some, I think I'm actually going to do some sketching paper. Just for anybody that would like to sketch something out and stuff like that. And I do have quite a bit of sketching paper because I do like to draw quite a bit, and I don't do it super well or anything, but I enjoy it. So I have some sketching paper here. So here we go. And this is a pretty big big canvas. It's 12 by 9 without the excess right here. So I am just gonna fold it and then I will tuck it in the back for somebody else to discover and do some fun sketching or art or even just journal on. It'll be a fun little find. So the way I'm going to fold it is I am going to take the top two like a third way up. And then I am going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And then I am going to fold it like so. Very simple kind of fold. And then we'll just add this to the journal here. Oh. And it'll kind of tuck out, which we need to make sure that it'll be fine. It's a little bit too big. So we could try a different method of folding. Now, if you grew up in the 90s, you probably know this fold. If not, come learn it with me. This was a way you would fold letters back in the 90s to hand out to your friends in school. Or at least this is how I did it. I don't know if this was correct or not. Because the sketch paper is a little thicker than regular paper. It kind of wants to bubble out right there. But we got it down. And then there we go. So we have our little letter here. And then another thing that you could do, I know some people would do, is leave this little peek out so that people knew that you were supposed to pull from there. I don't necessarily like that, so we're gonna do that. And then we'll put a little note that says open from here, and that way they know that it's meant to be open from right there. A little arrow right there. And now we could add it in here. And we'll put it this way. And perfect. And now we could work on here. So on here, I think, what would be good? Should we do some stenciling or add a few stickers, like transparent stickers? Let me see. I think I have so there's a pocket here, but I also have some envelopes that I want to see where I have them. So I have these envelopes here, and then I made these envelopes that I want to use somewhere as well. Might be too matchy there. So let's see, what else can we do? Let me brainstorm on this one a little bit, and then I'll come back. So far it's 4:08, so it might take me a while. This is why it takes me a while, because sometimes I get stuck on something, and since I like working like from page to page, I kind of have to brainstorm and work things out and then actually follow through and do them. And sometimes I don't love exactly what's going on, so then I end up moving it. Like, this is bothering me how much it's bulging out, so I actually might change it to something else, and that'll probably take me some time to figure out what I want back there. And there's a few things that I could try out. I could probably try something that's less bulky than this, which I actually think I might do, and I might leave this for something else, so on and so forth. So there's always like room to play around. It's not set in stone till you say it's set in stone. So never think that just because you added something there, that has to stay there. That's not necessarily true. You do what you want to do, what feels right to you, what makes you happy. Do that. In fact, I actually already have some stuff here laying about. Like, I have this one, which would probably bulge out a little bit less, or bulk out a little bit less. I also have this right here, but I also have, oh, that's gonna be where it lives. I love that. See? You just play around and feel things out, and before you know, you found what needed to live there. So we're just gonna glue this down with our glue stick first, and then we could add a sticker in the bottom here or in the top, depending on where we like it. I actually like it right there, so let's just put it there. That's probably gonna keep lifting, so let's add a little bit of the silicone glue, Fix glue, and there we go. Let's see. Let's keep looking for things to put in this one. By golly, I think I got it. We'll put some receipts that somebody else could alter and have fun with. We'll put a couple of these. So that somebody else can then alter them and have some fun. We'll stagger them out a little bit. We'll fold them from the bottom. like so. Nothing too fancy. And then we'll stick them right there. That actually looks perfect. So let's keep moving, and we have our next page, which is this one right here. And we will, so I had altered these index cards with some napkin, and they remind me of like tapestry of the 90s. I think it would be really cool to have them here. My only problem is that I already added a paper clip here, and I try not to add too many paper clips into one signature because it'll bulk up, and since this is a fabric one with a precise closure, I don't know how they would interact very well. But you know what, we're gonna YOLO it, and we're gonna add another paper clip right here in the bottom. We're gonna have to alter one quickly. Or find one that works well with the theme. And I actually do have some that are already altered, that I've like altered beforehand. I have this one that I made into a like butterfly shape, which I think would work well here. And that's what we'll do. We'll grab this and add, maybe stagger them a little bit like that. And then we'll slide it in our paper clip like so. And there we go. So now on this side we could do something else. I think I want to add a paper snippet right here, and I actually do have quite a few already, and this is why it's a good idea to have like some stuff made already. I like how I said I wouldn't talk a lot in this one, and I'm literally talking the whole time. But the reason it's good to have like stuff already ready is because it's quicker to work through your stuff, work through your journal, and find like fun stuff. And if you do different types of variety of things or of ready to use ephemera for your journal, then it's kind of assembly line process where you just kind of lay things out and feel them out and see if that works for you and if that's what you like. I actually think this works perfectly here, so we're gonna go ahead and glue this down there. And so for this, I'm gonna be using this as my guide of where to leave my paper out. That way it's not gonna smash too much into this side when we close it and stuff. And then we'll just cut right here. So we're gonna cut it right here. And then this we'll put in our recycling bin. And then we're gonna do the same thing on the opposite side and recycle. And now you want to try it out when you close it to see if it's gonna fold too much. It seems like it's gonna be fine, so that's a good plus. And the way this book is supposed to close is you're gonna have one signature go down, and then from the opposite side a signature will go down, and then again another signature will go from the opposite side, and then the very last or first signature will always be on top, and then of course you will close your book with the Velcro. And it is $4.19 here, so we're gonna call that a wrap. I do want to kind of quickly show you some of the other just inspiration that you might get for your own journal making. I do sometimes do like stencils is always a good way to break your page. Adding a belly band. Something that you should always try is using or making a writing board, which is always fun to just like tap and even to write on and stuff like that, because again these do get a little bumpy. And I mean I drew this little camcorder on here. It's very 90s to me. It's 90s nostalgia to me. And again, that's the theme of this journal. Doodles are always a good way to go. Just any kind of doodles to add something to your journal. Pockets and more pockets are always a good way to break your page. And it doesn't have to be over like add everything in the kitchen sink. You could do something super simple. Or you could do like clusters, which again I feel are super simple. You could do like interactive stuff where you kind of have to lift up and move around. You could do floating pockets where you honestly you have all the options at your disposal. And I know that sometimes it's hard to find inspiration. That's why I like to share my journals when I'm doing them and when I'm done with them, because I feel that that helps to see other people's work, and like you get ideas and then you make them your own. You either like break them down and make them super simple, or you could build them up and make them very extravagant and very beautiful. Simple or extravagant, they're both very beautiful as long as you enjoy what you're doing. So just I hope you guys got some inspo. I know this one was a little different. This is the first time that I work on camera like this. To me, it's kind of difficult to try to work on these and then try to like brainstorm into what I want to make. But I think if you guys enjoy this type of content, I will do my best to continue to do stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. We will call this a wrap, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any like 90s nostalgia type of paper crafts that you think I should try to put in my 90s inspired journals. I honestly have been kind of just recycling the idea of camcorders, Game Boys, cassette tapes, the actual cassette players and stuff like that. Those are kind of the things that I've been trying to like doodle and draw out. And I am enjoying the process of making these journals. Honestly, it's giving me a whole lot of like reminiscing of the 90s and growing up in the 90s. Let me know when you guys grew up. Did you grow up in the 90s too? Or are you an 80s baby, or maybe early 2000s? Whatever the case may be, I am so glad we're all here and we get to commingle like this in community. And I hope you guys enjoy your paper crafting. It was fun to be here. We'll see you guys next time. Okay, that's a wrap. Bye.
Well, that's it. I really hope you enjoyed it. We had a ball making it.